Hello, today we're going to be working on the Ohh La La Lady. She's a fair bit of the way done. She has been painted. I painted her outfit. I didn't want it to be anything super exciting, but I wanted a little bit of vavoom. There were already circles up here. Oh, the neighbor doggy's out. He's like a little fuzzball. There were already circles up here. I added more circles. I added more flowers, painted her eyeballs. And today I'm going to show you kind of what is one of my last steps of doing a collage. So one of the things I'm going to do, and I may have already done this for the Eiffel Tower, but a lot has happened. A lot has happened since then. So I'm going to just go around and outline all the important pieces of the, see, I drew over it with green. I drew over the outline with orange. So I'm going to go around and I'm going to outline every part of this design. And I'm not going to make you sit here with me, but I will talk to you a little bit about some problems I solved along the way. Hold on, I might have to prime my marker. I have to prime my marker, meaning I need to push it down and get black paint going in it. It'll be fine. So partway through this project, I didn't like how much space was around her because the border went to here, over here, and then over here. I'd already sliced off this little piece with the Eiffel Tower, but then it was like this big giant green area that didn't feel, it just felt big and open. I already had Ohh La La there. I didn't want to like write stuff just to write stuff to fill it in. So what I did was I went over it with a large Posca marker. And if you look at this, these lines are, this black line is very thick. So I did a black line here and then I did a black line here. And then I was super unhappy with my black line, because it was, if you would look at this piece during its black line phase, functionally, that's what you seen. Even when I just had, colored in some rectangles based on the background image, even then, all you could really see of it was those big dark lines, just because of contrast, right? They're dark lines, the background's light. I never worry that I ruined my piece, but years ago, I would have been like, oh my gosh, I ruined my piece. I don't know how to fix it. The end is nigh. But then I started thinking about like, what could I do first to salvage it? Because I really like this piece. And second, to salvage it in a way that was even better than not, you know, better than it was before. And so what I did was I picked a color I'd already been using in the piece, which was orange. And I wrote over it with a skinny orange, and it looked better already. Like, it just wasn't so in your face at that point. It was more, oh, okay, this kind of goes with what it did. And then I started thinking about, have you guys ever seen those little, I don't know what they're called, little ball edges that we put on our junk journal where there's little tiny puff balls on the edges? If you know what it is, put it in the comments, because this is going to drive somebody nuts, and I'm so sorry. And I was like, oh my gosh, could I make that kind of ball edge on those disappointing lines? And so I made a ball edge on the disappointing lines, and now it's one of my favorite parts of the whole project, because it looks super cute with its little ball edges. So look at mistakes as opportunities to add texture. Nobody wants to hear that. Okay, so the next thing I do is, this is what's called a Pitt pen. It is Faber-Castell Black India ink, and these are amazing. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to go around and outline the whole thing I just did in black. Is this pen good? This is not a great Pitt pen. I just found it in here. I'm very excited I found a Pitt pen. I don't know it's the best Pitt pen in the world. I just ordered a couple more. Not to fear. I was having a little Pitt pen emergency the other day, and I needed some extra stuff on my Michael's order to get it delivered. I was ordering frames for my piece that I'm going to put on the wall. And if this looks a little raggedy and not cute, it's happening because of the glue in the back. So number one, I'll go around it again. And once you have a little bit of Pitt pen down, it does help it to stick to itself. See, if it's open paper, it does just fine. If it's over the glue over here, it's struggling a wee bit. But don't fear, because I'm going to go, once I have the Pitt pen done, I'm going to go and outline it in white dot dash dot dash. So this is just to make a separation between the page, to make it kind of jump off the page, to add depth. Is that what I was trying to say? Maybe. Me. But I do it a lot on my pieces because I feel like it really makes your piece jump off the page. And I like dark and broody better than light and airy, so the more dark color I can add to my art, the better. All right, let's see if any of this early Pitt pen. Oh, see, there you go. It went on fine the second time. So am I missing it any other? There we go. It's kind of like once it dries, it makes its own base. That's maybe doing the worst. We might have to do a third, but that last little swoosh, I feel like gave us a nice, oh yeah, it's fine. I think I have to redo that one little area. I'm going to get this little spot, maybe get that little spot. There we go. That part right there just refuses to stick. It's fine. It's fine. All right, so we're going to give it 1 second. And I am going to do the doodling on this gal. Way too much glue, me. My thought is to do the black Pitt pen around here, around here, around here, around all the inside of the border, leave the outside bright, and then do around the flowers. But I'm not sure yet, and this flower too, but I'm not sure yet. I have to see if I feel like doing that will take away from this gal being the feature. So we're going to do this. I'm just doing dot dash all the way around her. I'm not your most creative journaler. I'm sure there are other things we could do besides dot dash. We could do dot dot dot. Very occasionally I do squares all the way around my pieces, like around the border. I like that little checkerboard look. I think it's cute. Oh no, I think Kitty's coming. I can hear her screaming somewhere. She's been very grumpy lately. All right. Let's see. Bink, bink. See, it got really dark, but, but we're lightening it back up with the dot dash. Oh, Desi's sitting on a chair out there. I'm sure she found Desi to tell all her woes to. We have a viewer, Lisa, that's willing to listen to Kitty's woes. All right. Don't really know where the edge is. Good enough. Close enough for government work. Oh, we got to do the inside of her leg. Try not to set my arm down into previously white painted areas. All right, there we go. All right, I have to look at this. It's glare. Okay, I love her. Yeah. So we're going to do this one step at a time to make sure it doesn't get too dark and broody all at once. So we're going to go, well, this is going to be a challenge. Great. Okay, we're going to go around here. And for sure, I'm going to have to go a couple times. And if I couldn't get the pit paint brush to work, I would probably use a Posca pen. Just because I like the idea of having kind of a dark shadow all the way around the inside of the piece. So we're not going to go around the outside, just the inside. And you can tell that was on open paper. And this is on some kind of shiny glue paper. It's fine. Boop. Because I just need enough of it to stick. Give the impression. Nobody's looking at the edges of my piece. There we go. Oh, now we got that. We're over to here. And if you like light and bright, you might choose to do this in you know, like white or pink or a blush color, right? It doesn't always have to be black. That is just my yeah, we knew that was gonna happen. It's fine. That just happens to be my color of choice because I tend to like dark and broody art. All right. Oh, down here. Oh, hold on me. Don't give up yet. We got this little area. And this is on open paper. There's just a bit of, oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. The background was done on wax paper, like actual deli paper, and the pit pen isn't working as well on the waxed paper. Oh my goodness. Because usually I don't have a trouble with my pit pen on any surface. Like this is the first time. But now that I come to think of it, that is pure wax paper. Like deli paper. And it is taking a couple coats, which is fine. Not the end of the world. Oh, that doggy is so darn cute. He is just wandering. And I am going to outline this whole flower. Him is just roaming around his yard. He's like an Airedale. One of those brown fluffy ones with some black on them. Super cute. I like the dog. My dog barks at him frequently. It's fine. There we go. All right, now let me take a peek. Oh, see, I like that a lot better. I do like that. That to me feels like she is being a feature. The only thing that's distracting me is this. And the only reason it's distracting me is because I know it's there. Most people wouldn't notice that it's there, but because I know this is supposed to be filled in and it's not. There we go. Okay. Fun. Okay, now I want to go all the way around these flowers and make them stand out. And I just got some wax paper that I'm going to do a video about. I'm so glad this happened because we could put Mod Podge or seal the wax paper first rather than trying to draw on it, and we wouldn't have as much of a trouble. See, there's, you can tell when I get back to open paper or even magazine paper because it starts working again. Yeah, this needs to dry. But, let's see. Do we need to go around the grapes? Yes, we do. Go. We're just going to outline our grapes. And these are the kind of the finishing touches. I'll do some more, maybe some more doodling, maybe some more stuff. But when I'm to the part where I'm doing the dot dash around my main feature, I know that I'm getting real close to the end. So I wanted to show you some of the ways that I will wrap up a piece, because I hardly ever talk about what I do at the end of a piece. I more so talk about what I'm doing in the middle of pieces. And we got this great feedback from the wax paper to know that we probably have to do a quick seal of it if we want to pit pen it. All right, let me look at it again. I'm super excited about this. Ooh, ooh la la. Look at how cool that is. That's just pretty. That is just pretty. All right. Well, I am going to let all this dry because there's a lot of pit pen and a lot of other stuff on here. But hopefully that helps with understanding like how I pick what to shade at the end and how I pick. Here, I'll show you another something. So if we want the ooh la la to stand out, I don't want dot dash on this, but we can highlight little areas of this. This isn't how real shading would work because I'm doing the outsides of both of them. Normally you would pick a side to be the shading, but I'm just going through. See how just doing that just makes it a tiny bit fancier and makes you think, oh, that's a feature. If we put a dot in each of the border ones, it would make the border stand out and wouldn't be, that isn't something that I would want to do. I don't mind the edge border standing out because it's kind of framing her, but I don't want something that's this close to her and her words to be distracting. I want to keep that kind of away from this gal and just have her be the thing that pops off the page. So hopefully that helps. Tara Jacobsen, Artsy Fartsy Life.